Hello everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel. In this part we are going to explain all the important characteristics of life path number 3. Meaning of life path number 3. People who start life in the personal annual vibration of number 3 will have a life number of 3 and will be able to use its properties throughout their lives. The vibration of the threesome brings mental activity and a continual active mind, and it is also a number of self-realization. People affected by number 3 tend to be either creative, rich in imagination, or highly intelligent, often both. Whatever their talents are, they will always try to interact with other people, work with them and use their own energies to awaken and revive the imagination of everyone around them. 3 is one of the most friendly numbers, and these people have a personal charm and a spark of life. Communication is of great importance to them, and they love the impulses that bring them live conversation. They like to laugh. In the vast majority, they have a sense of humor and can be funny. People with a threesome as a life number tend to be very critical of the problems of others, and sometimes they need to learn to behave a little more diplomatically. They try to avoid loneliness, and if they are to work productively and feel satisfied, they need to move from one place to another and express themselves without restraint. They often work better under the influence of stress because stress multiplies their mental energy, drawing their ideas from it. Their cooperation in a pair, in which each partner can gain new impulses from the other, proves to be perfect, while in the monotonous environment they weaken and lose energy. The number 3 is symbolized by Mars. It is a symbol of dexterity. It is characterized by a triangle and indicates 3 dimensions. It means the active action of time, past, present and future. Number 3 is irregular and yet harmonious, means security and freedom, has a sense of action and strength. Their advantages are: the main distinctive feature of number 3 is independence. It is a basic feature affecting all other properties. The independence goes to the fearlessness to break through the road to great deeds, quickly changing its goal, being ferocious. They doesn't like adapting to new conditions, inventing and looking for a new field of activity. They are able to succeed in everything. These people have an innate ability to look after themselves and find a job that suits them. They often enjoy great success, but often their progress is quick and temporary as they benefit from past experience. They successfully translate them into the present, creating a new field of activity in the future. Instead, they take note of opportunities at present rather than slowly pave the way for a future distant goal. They do not wait for a great opportunity to knock on the door. On the contrary, they go looking for it themselves. They cannot be disturbed by worries. As soon as he finds a new field of activity, they plunges into further work. Their enthusiasm is contagious, blindly removing obstacles and moving straight forward. Number 3 is a successful type. The well-being and exuberance of this issue also contributes to ridicule of failure and to immediately devise new plans to achieve the desired goal. 3 is one of the most attractive numbers. It symbolizes the dimension of the world, height, width and depth, the triune deity. 3 is inconspicuous, commonplace, average, real worldview. People of number 3 are energetic, disciplined and talented and often achieve success in the activity they choose. In fact, they rarely settle for anything less, because they are conscientious, independent, and very proud, and happy to manage everything. Sometimes they have too much tendency to command other people, hearings, but they also have a lot of good qualities. External austerity can hide spirituality. They get along well with other 3s, but also with 6s and 9s. Their lucky day is Thursday. Their weaknesses are: in people of this vibration we find a serious defect in nature, negligence. They disregard criticism of the world when they feel they are pursuing a goal that makes up for everything. They think of popularity rather than seriousness. Their cheerfulness and exuberance are sometimes so striking and exaggerated that they lose weight. Although they will never sin against tactfulness, but only externally, and as a result, they will disappoint many people who are deeper in nature. The wild activity of people vibration number 3 is sometimes dangerous. People who witness their rapid progress expect great things from them. They are disappointed to see that they suddenly give up on their goal and embark on something else. The nature of number 3 is hardly understood by conservative people, and the promising beginnings of number 3 are not always permanent. The nature of number 3, which does not consider work to be a serious or difficult business, many times leads to excesses. The old proverb, easily gained, easily lost, is a characteristic of this issue. When this person easily gains fame or popularity, they are convinced that they can repeat success, lose no time, and show their eccentric wishes. It is true that 3 thinks about the future as well as the past, but that is the mistake. A person of this nature who has succeeded in several ways, between the past, the present and the future, makes no distinction. They are not comforted by the illusion that their future will take care of itself, believing that it can have an impact on the future. As proof of its abilities, it points to the past and present. Their tendencies. In the period between 2 acts, a person affected by number 3 becomes careless and carefree. They are still convinced that the return of happiness is only a matter of time. Therefore, many times such a person who has already crossed half of their life is still not settled because they believes that they will soon do something remarkable. They are always filled with the hope of youth and forgets that they no longer has so much strength and endurance. People of this type would benefit if they concentrated their efforts, if they were forced to stick to one thing and even lead it. It would be a good idea to convince them that once they have achieved some success, it is good to continue in the same direction, even if the more unfavorable time comes. They would not have a real opportunity to reject just because something else attracts them more. They should try to exercise in their efforts. Their achievements are often the result of their natural abilities. If they combine their talents and their dexterity with a willingness to strive for something steadily, this will create a great combination. The life path of number 3 is the direction of the joy of life. They meet new friends and new ideas in every corner. All of this stimulates their imagination to occasionally express their thoughts. Despite all this, the road is not as easy as it seems. There are frequent crossroads, and on each of them it can wander and waste energy for unnecessary research. Often happiness smiles at them, but never stays long. Their abilities will be associated with aesthetics and beauty. Good advice: do not trust all stimuli and look carefully where you go. Life path goal: self-realization and contact with people. Important features: openness of spirit, sociality and liveliness. Pitfalls to avoid: restlessness, fragmentation, excessive explosiveness. Career characteristics: developing mobility and communicative life. Neither routine nor boring, but sometimes tiring or stressful rhythm. Success in creation, ingenuity, imagination in solving problems, eventually helping others. Easy networking, sometimes superficial relationships. A tendency to dive into too many activities or interests. Fear of monotony and boredom. Sometimes before the maturity period, the problem of internally discipline. Unbalanced financial life. It is necessary to avoid carelessness on some matters. Thank you for listening. If you like our work, please subscribe our channel, like the video, or simply just leave the comment below. Thank you. If you are really curious what surprise we have prepared for you, just click on a link in a description and get instant access to a total outstanding numerology reading, or simply visit our website.